business management majors. So it's awesome to see that you kind of have your own business and are kind of thriving in the sports management, your business, and it's kind of obviously taking you all around the world.
Yeah, I've been a few different places. So yeah.
How much does networking come into play when getting started in the sports industry world? And then um, as you have been in for a while, how does it come into play still?
Like LinkedIn, I always think is a waste of time. And then one of the biggest job opportunities I got came from just a random headhunter off LinkedIn. So, making the connections with your professors, they know someone, um, staying in touch with your classmates, they'll know someone down the road that you can use. It's just very important. Your teammates, same thing, not just your classmates, your teammates will know someone.
Speaking more to your Hawaii experience, in our class, we're learning a lot about governance and kind of managing sports structures. And I know when you're there, you're kind of managing a league. How did that kind of help? What was that experience like? And
Got a chance to go work in Oahu and run a soccer league, live on the beach during COVID. I mean, I walked the beach every day, went swimming every day. I'm sorry you guys were stuck inside, and
Yeah.
I was having a terrible time. A lot of people lose sight of what's important in the game, especially on the governance side. I don't work in sports full time anymore. I work on it as a consultant, which pays me more as a consultant than I ever did full time, which is weird. I work way less. But you can do that when you have experience. You can be a consultant. You guys are gonna have to bust your butt to get to that level. Came into an organization that had a very had too much governance, too many rules, too much oversight on everything, and really found what the core was of what irritated them the most.
Or in college at Buffalo State, did you exactly have a plan?
Mhm.
And if you did that change at all?
Yes, I no, don't even come close to what I was planning on doing. So when I was in college, there was no soccer store in Erie growing up. And I was like, I'm going to open a soccer store. I don't know why. I love soccer. I started some weird thing, some fantasy soccer or sports league. I'm not, it's weird. And created some weird algorithm to make things work on somehow to the sports business because people in Major League Soccer liked it. And this is nothing, this is not on LinkedIn. Nothing, no one knows about this unless they're my friends. So I created this thing and it was small. It was like a draft soccer league, like for Major League Soccer. Now a lot of MLSs like fantasy league now. A lot of the ideas from that stupid little league I formed way back when were put in place by them for their league. So that was cool. Stopped the soccer club or not soccer club, soccer store. I bought a Liverpool like winter hat thing. And I thought, oh, wouldn't it be cool if there was a soccer team in Buffalo and I was this excited of buying a team's hat in Buffalo. And so I had this stupid idea and I drove the rest of the way to Toronto. And the whole time I'm driving, I'm thinking of 40,000 ideas. And so we created a business plan with the Small Business Center of Western New York. And we started what is now FC Buffalo. It was called Queen City at the time, Queen City Football Club, in 2006. 2007 was our first year in operations. And we went to the national final, finished second in the United States. We sold the team in 2009, I want to say, or 2008. And it's still going as FC Buffalo. So we're pretty happy about that.
oh,
I
that's
just kidding.
cool. Did you to form that team? Was it challenging to kind of get connections and like get shareholders to like fund that? Like starting from the ground up is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was insanity. We just, went out into the public. We just started meeting people. They told us we were stupid, wouldn't give us anything. They wouldn't work with us. Like our first game was in the US Open Cup qualifying rounds against New Hampshire Phantoms up in New Hampshire. So it's like a 13-hour drive from Buffalo. It's not exactly close. And we didn't have a team yet. We hadn't had a practice yet. We took 3 minivans from Buffalo and went 3 different routes and we're picking up players at their universities on the way to this game. Our only practice we ever had together as a group. And like the movies where you turn on the lights of the vans because it's getting dark out and you need lights. That's what we had to do at one point. none of the cars died, but we kept the lights on, and we went out the next day and we won 5-0. So it was interesting to say the least.
You talked about a little about advice. Is there any any advice that you wish you knew before kind of starting everything that you've done?
I don't want to scare you guys. It's a slog. It's a tough one. I make it akin to being an artist. You have to be really good. You have to have a lot of passion for it, because you're not going to make millions of dollars. It's a passion project. People like us, we jump in or just jump right in and just be like, you know what, I'm just going to have fun with this and make a pretty decent career out of it. And yeah,